Is it truly fair to risk 8 lives just to save one soldier? A woman suddenly noticed something unsettling. 3 letters, all destined for the same address. That meant one tragic thing. A mother was about to receive news of her 3 sons' deaths at the same time. Alarmed, the woman reported this to her superiors. The chain of command quickly recognized the gravity of the situation, and those letters eventually landed on the colonel's desk. Sean Ryan had been killed on Omaha Beach, Peter Ryan had fallen at Utah, and Daniel Ryan had died just last week in New Guinea. Staring at those nearly identical names, the colonel instantly realized they were from the same family. He could only imagine the unbearable grief their mother would feel when she learned all 3 of her sons were gone. But fate, it seemed, had left this family one final thread of hope. The youngest brother had parachuted into Normandy the night before the D-Day invasion with the 101st Airborne Division. Whether he was still alive or had met the same fate as his brothers remained unknown. Upon learning this, the general immediately asked if anyone had been able to contact the 4th brother, James Ryan. But the answer was grim. That's because he parachuted too deep, almost traversing the entire battlefield.
Now, Mac, there is no way you can know where in the hell he was dropped.
To make matters worse, James's unit had been scattered during the drop. Even if he'd landed safely, no one knew his whereabouts, and there was no way to confirm if he was still alive. Sending a rescue team after him would likely mean sending those men to their deaths. The most practical choice was to wait until the war ended. The general seemed convinced by this grim logic, but then he reached into his drawer and pulled out a book. From within its pages, he removed an old letter. It was a letter the army had once written to a mother whose 5 sons had all died in service. Her family's sacrifice had been even greater than the Ryans, yet despite their heroism, the nation had failed to protect her children. Although her sons had been honored for their ultimate sacrifice, the devastation her family faced was immeasurable.
The boy's alive. We are going to send somebody to find him. And we are going to get him the hell out of there.
And so, the impossible rescue mission, one with almost no chance of survival, fell upon Captain Miller and his team.